Oh, no. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Angie's Place. How y'all doing this morning? What's going on with y'all this morning? Y'all doing okay? Because guess what? I'm doing marvelous. I had a little rest. I don't know what it is, y'all, now. When I go upstairs, you know, feed my face, sit down for a minute, see what's happening, talk to the kids for a minute, take a shower. Next thing you know, y'all, I am out of it. I be gone. And people be texting me, good morning, sis. People be texting me, I be knocked out. How you doing this morning? Rise and shine. Hi, boo-boo. Good morning, y'all. I said, let me come in here and just holler at y'all real quick because y'all, yesterday was wild. It was wild, but it's okay. It's okay. Good morning. Good morning. What y'all doing? Wait till a couple of people come in. This is something I want to ask y'all, but you know what, y'all? I don't understand this situation, but I told y'all, hold on. I told y'all when it comes to this time, when it's time for me to take vacation, people get amnesia. They get amnesia, honey. They don't know. They ask me repeatedly. I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. My parents always told me to pay attention to signs, notes. You know, my parents always told me to pay attention to, like, when somebody writes stuff down or types something out, like bulletins and stuff like that, and announcements and stuff like that, like gasoline stations, street names, street numbers, house numbers, people numbers, doctor's office, dental office, schools, playgrounds, Safeway, food stores, clothing stores, malls. I don't understand why people can't read just something on a paper and say they're closed. Open and close. The store is closed today. What's going on? Why you can't realize that? Is that in your brain, you thinking, oh, well. But I look at it like this too. Sometimes, now I could be wrong, but sometimes it's the way I feel, y'all. Sometimes people think of you less than, and that's how they come out with it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be that too. But I want to ask y'all. I just want to ask a quick question because it's been on my mind. If you had to change your life in 24 hours, what would you do different? I know what I would do. If I had to change my life in 24 hours to like restart it up as a child and come on back to where I'm at right now, what would you do? Because I know for a fact, if I had it lined up that way, how would you line your life up? I know if I had to do it all over again, I'm going to tell you a lot of things I would change. I would love to have my children in my life, but I would have had a different mate. I would have a different mate. I would still love to have my children, but I would have a different mate. Miss Angela Reynolds, sis, you are so right. They want me to accommodate them. When I tell you the sign has been up since February. February. It's June. 2 more weeks, we be in July. No, it's not. It's not even. It's that, sis. But a lot of times people look down on you. People only want to deal with you when it's convenient for them. See, another 2 weeks, I ain't gonna be convenient to them. I see the mood changes and the questions, and I see it. But that's what goes to show you if people can use you, honey, they'll use you till they'll have no more juice in you. I swear to God they will. Have my hand up. People will use you. If I said I was a type of child care provider, that'll stay open for 24 hours or will stay open all year round? Honey, they know what they doing. They know what's up. Let me tell you, people are very crafty. People are very crafty. They know what they be doing. But that's what I would do. If I would have had to change my life for 24 hours, y'all, please like and subscribe to my channel, please. And please hit the like button up for me. It's just 2 taps. You just take it, boop, 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 and just hit it. Hit the screen. It doesn't hurt nobody to be nice, okay? But I'm trying to tell you, if I had to change my life around, like I said, I would have a different mate. Just stand your ground. You need a break. I need it. I know I'm going to take it. I'm taking it tomorrow, too. Tomorrow, I'm not working on Juneteenth. I'm not working. I took that off. I am not working. Yesterday, y'all, I wanted to come on here for a while, but in the area, they was messing with our line. They messed with our line. I couldn't do nothing yesterday. The TV kept popping off and on and everything. That's why I said, let me make a quick video, because I think they making some new houses down the street, and it's interfering with, everything else, because, they mess with wires and all that stuff. But yeah, y'all, if I had to change my life, that's what I would do. Those are things. I would love to still have my children here, all of them, the way they are. But I would change my mate. I would change a lot of things. A lot of things that you have done in your past, honey. Sometimes when you sitting in that bed and you be thinking, and you be sitting up there thinking, you be like, damn, I wish I could have did this. You can't turn back the hands of time. You know what I'm saying? You can never do that. But you can make it right. Some way, somehow, you can make it better. And I told my nephew, I said, look, I know you didn't messed up, okay? But you can pick yourself back up and start off. You in your 20s. You just getting started. So you can change your life back around. You can. Yes, you can, boo-boo. Yes, you can change your life around. You can change your life around, honey. I done seen people out there on the streets with nothing to eat. And had their stuff together. They lost their jobs and all. Now they got nice cars. They in nice places. You can change your life around. It's up to you to change it. Can't nobody change your life around but you. And prayer and living right. But you can't change the past. No, you can't. You can never. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You can't change the past. I said if you can change some things, go back in 24 hours and change some things, what would you change? That was the question. But what I'm saying is you can't change it. You can't change the past. You can never get back time, y'all. And that's why I always tell my daughters and my son and them, don't waste your time on nothing, because you just don't know. You got to live your life. But no, of course you can't change the past. But if I had to change it in 24 hours and go back in my past, good and well, a lot of stuff you will change. You ain't going to come back to the same thing. I know I wouldn't. Honey, if I could change back the past for 24 hours, it'd be a lot of apologies. Of course, I would have to apologize to the people that I done hurt and like, or said something to. Basically, because I ain't even go out and fight nobody or hurt them or try to underlie them or nothing like that. It'll be simple stuff like that. And it'll be stuff like, I apologize for doing this, or I apologize for doing that, or something like that. Because naturally, I'm really a good person. So it'll be things that I have done to myself, mentally, emotionally, physically, that I would want to change in myself. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes you got to stop and, you have to do inner self, how can I say it? Reflections. You got to do inner self reflection. Because I'm going to tell you, yesterday when all that stuff was going on, I started feeling something. And sometimes I get hyped because I'm very excited. I get real hyped when people do certain things because I'm like, you should know this or you should know that. You know what I'm saying? Certain things grown-ups should know. But I understand. I feel you. I respect your comment. And I know time is very much valuable. And Miss Angela, you said, please push it. I don't know what it is about this like button, honey. Y'all, please hit the like button when you come in the room. Please, please, please. So that's all I'm saying. Like sometimes we just got to value our inner self. That's it. That's all. Well, good morning, y'all. Again, good morning. What's going on? Welcome to Angie's Place. I just thought I'd come out and just spread something, a good idea or something like that. Whatever. You know, hi, Angie. How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm hot, feeling fabulous, feeling good. Put it that way. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fabulous. I got some rest. Y'all made pizza yesterday, but guess what I did? I messed up Louise. I made the pizza. Miss Angela, I made the pizza, sis. And guess what I did? I forgot to take the pot like out the oven because the phone started ringing. But I made pizza yesterday. It was so good. My daughter and them said they love it. So I'm going to be doing different things with that pizza, honey. That gave me a good, nice idea. So I could be doing that. So that's going to be another thing on my list. But I'm going to post it on the, probably on a post, on one of my posts. And y'all check out my videos and stuff like that I've been posting, like stuff that I have cooked throughout the years of being here on YouTube that people probably have never seen. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm posting stuff that I have made here on my YouTube channel because I need that support, you know what I'm saying? Because people see stuff, they probably thinking that somebody else made it. Because a lot of times people do that on their post, y'all. They put on like meals and stuff like that, like other people have created, and they put it on their channel. No, honey, this is my hard-working money. I mean, hard-working money, time, energy that I done put there out on my channel. Also, the only thing that if you see me in a restaurant or something, that's not my food, of course. If you see me with something like in a container like that, it's I've been out somewhere or something like that, and I'll tell you. But all that is posted there is my food. It's my stuff. So, help me out a little bit, y'all. Just watch them and give me a thumbs up or, say something good about it. I got to take a sip of my coffee, y'all. It's been a long time since I had a piece of, it's good. I made it good, too. But how I made it was, I made it, because my daughter doesn't like green peppers and onions and stuff like that. And then I made the other side a little cheesy and stuff like that. But yeah, so who's off tomorrow? Is a couple of people off? You're not working tomorrow? I am so excited to be off tomorrow. I am so excited. I just want to be lazy. I'm drinking mushroom coffee. At first, it used to irritate me a little bit. And now it's not really bothering me that much. So that's what I'm drinking. Right on, like pizza, ham, mushroom. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to switch it up some. I'm going to be making some pizza, y'all. Some like maybe vegetarian pizza, too. I heard some dogs. I'm like, I know Roxy and Minnie is in the house. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Could you put in how you feeling in the chat, please? Could you put in how you feeling in the chat and hit that like button for your sister? I am not going to be on here for too long, y'all. Let me tell you something. It's Abigail last day of school. Okay? It's Abigail last day of school. So the mother came here yesterday. She said she went to school yesterday. I said, yeah. I said, she went to school yesterday. If every parent should know that when a child last day of school, now my kids don't go on the last days of school. I refuse because a lot of times people be trying to start stuff and say, okay, you remember this? It's the last day of school. They be trying to start fights, but she's very small. So I said, no, you going to school today. Abigail came home with so many school things for the summer that she can do, learning projects and stuff like that. I'm very smart when it comes down to education. I knew that they was going to hook her up because she's very smart. Her whole book bag was so full. I said, know what? You're going to go to school again today. And you're going to say bye to your teachers and all that good stuff or whatever, and maybe you get some more gifts. So she gained, y'all. She all gained for it. And yeah. So the time that the bus people didn't come pick her up, you'll be picking her up today. For sure. For sure you will. You're going to pick her up and you're going to drop her off. Because the days that you miss picking her up. You said, how do you said, you know how I feel. I don't know how you feel, boo-boo. You got to tell me. I don't know how you feel. That's why I'm asking everybody how they feel. But y'all be making more pizza and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know, y'all. I be having like little moments when I'm feel good. And then next thing you know, bam. It's like, what didn't happen, happened. You know, one of those things. Boo will make me laugh. But yeah, y'all. Boo, I'm still suspicious of who you are. And you said that I know you and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that's something that's between you and God. I can't sit up here and wonder. Yeah, sis, Miss Angela, I decided yesterday I ain't even gonna worry too much because I had started feeling myself being sunk back into that funk of thinking this and that and that and this. I said, I ain't doing that no more. My hands go up. I ain't doing it no more. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Because then I feel like I'm overwhelmed. But let me tell y'all something. I can't tell y'all all my business, okay? Not here on YouTube. I was with this organization, right? So the organization had my paperwork messed up. Exactly. Good morning, Social Minister. Grand Rising. So it had my paperwork mixed up. It had my paper mixed up as far as like money and stuff, right? So check this out. I reached out to the organization because I need to take care of some things to get it together. Y'all, please hit that like button if you don't mind. So I told the organization, I remember going in 2022, I told the organization, look, if y'all feel as though, since I'm going back to work, and you feel as though I'm going to make too much, turn it off. Y'all follow me, right? So they was being very nasty to me, y'all. They was being very nasty. They want to know about my cars. They want to know about this. They want to know about that. I gave them everything they needed to know, even my tax papers, right? Y'all, I talked to 3 people. They told me, oh, well, I'm going to take all this information. I said, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to take, you don't have to take this information from me. You don't have to take nothing else from me because I told you on the letter I ain't need it no more. So basically, when you want to end something, y'all, you got to have it in writing. They looked it up. I had it in writing. I was specific about it. I said, close it, do all that stuff. You know, they told me, could I come in on the 7th to sign some stuff? I said, no, because it's already in writing. It's already signed by you and me. I ain't coming in and do nothing. Nothing else. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. They done messed up. Then they might owe me money. That's why communication is so good. And I'm going to tell anybody to go past this channel, put it in writing, sign your name, date it, take your camera phone, make a copy of it, send it to your email, or send it to somebody else. Because see, one thing I definitely do, everything that goes on, I send it right to my daughter. I send it right to her email. I send it to my email. I send it to my phone. Because see, this phone, once I send it to this phone, it's going to transfer over to the other phone. So the other phone keeps everything. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, y'all. So now, they probably owe me money. The lady said they probably owe me some. Owe me. Oh, yeah, owe me. Because I remember sitting in your office. Y'all treated me so daggone nasty. Y'all treated me so nasty. And I kept saying, I kept praying. I was like, God, just fix it, just fix it, just fix it, just fix it, just fix it. Oh, yeah, he fixed it. He fixed it. but it's in writing. So, and I'm a notary. I'm a licensed notary public. So at the end of the day, I know about all that stuff. So she kept saying, well, you have to come in because this wasn't filled out. Yes, it was. I said, look really good. And she looked in it real good. She said, you're right. You know, you're right. You're right. Communication is a two-way street and not on a one-way road. Communication consists of speaking, but more importantly, listening. Oh, most definitely. Almost definitely. Almost definitely. Let me tell y'all something. A lot that you can tell me, a lot that I learned from other people, but I'm going to tell you something. I have been groomed by one of the most smartest men, and that was my dad. My dad was a very smart man. He taught me well. Far as like growing up, cooking, my dad taught me how to cook. My dad took times. When we had car rides and stuff like that, I would listen because I knew that first and foremost, that was my father. But you learn so much if you listen. And he already told me as a kid, you gotta listen. That's the only way you're gonna get farther and further in life. So I learned from him, y'all. I'm a old school, and I also got old head of thinking. You know what I'm saying? I I know what it takes. You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot from that man. That man was very smart. My father could break down the car and put it back together. Any machinery, he could break down, put it back together, or make it work just as new. You know what I'm saying? I admire him, and I still do. But yeah, it's a very important to listen. You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I didn't listen. You didn't listen, boo boo. Well, you know, I listened. I listened to everybody that was like older than elderly to me, or just people like in jobs and stuff like that. When I had like jobs and stuff, even though a lot of times I thought they was picking, but I listened because a lot of times like this computer that I'm on right now, the guy that works on my computer, he's a beast. But I know I work for a computer software agency. I know I have certain things I can kind of fix myself, and it's working just fine. So, you know, it is what it is, y'all. But if I had to relive my life in 24 hours and to change some things in that 24 hours, that's what I would change. I would change certain people that I was around or certain situations and stuff like that. But, you know, he said, you must remember some people would feed you a lot to see if you would eat it. Yeah. You know what? Let me tell you something about people. What I have learned and what I have came 56 years old. Let me tell you what I have learned. I have learned that you got to put yourself first, no matter what you do in situation. You got to put yourself first. And I also learned not to trust everybody. Not to trust everybody. People could only hurt you if you allow them to. Now, if you allow somebody to hurt you, then it's like you asking for it or you want it. But when you get a certain age, sometimes things you gotta know. Some things you just know that it you know is right or is wrong. Something is people we don't have to tell you everything. When you get a certain age, some things you just know on your own. Now, if you got a little disability, you might need a little help. You know what I'm saying? Because we all ain't perfect. All of us not perfect. It's a lot of us that gets around. I'm gonna say get around a little slower than others. And there's some of them that get around this is fast. So what I'm saying is that at a certain age, sometimes some things you just gotta know. And one thing I do know about is respect. That's one thing I like to respect everybody's place. And I think they should respect mine. Talking taking taking about having moments in your life. Oh yeah, I done had. Let me tell you something. I done had some highs and lows, honey. I done talked about that already. My highs, my lows, my inner self, and all that. I done talked about that already. Y'all done heard it all. I done talked about everything, everything, in my life, a lot of stuff. But I must say, I'm proud of myself. I'm actually proud of myself, y'all. I am. Miss Angela can tell you, I'm actually proud of myself, y'all. Because I could be doing the wrong thing. I could be talking about people. I could have like 3 or 4 men if I want to. I can be lying. I could be an abuser. I could be a cheater. I could be somebody that's taken from somebody. I'm none of those things. And that's why I can sit up in front of your face and tell you the things. Because I'm not none of those things to nobody. And like I said, if I don't make it where I'm at here on YouTube, I'm still going to come on here. I'm still going to come on here because guess what? At the end of the day, I like YouTube, but YouTube is not paying my bills. YouTube ain't paying my bills. I gotta look at it like that. But I love the people that I see here that supports me and that likes me on YouTube. And that's what keep me coming here on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have learned this. Love Dorsey, the name of Love Dorsey. I heard of somebody named Love Dorsey or something like that. Oh, okay. Wants to have man what's caused a decline of physical health and mental health. Yeah, I done talked about that too, social media. You know, I was watching one of my videos that I made like 3 years ago last night. And I'm gonna tell you something I'm gonna tell you a reality check, y'all. A reality check is when you go back. I went back and saw an old video that I made, right? In the video, I was suffering with bad headaches. I had one of them I was suffering with those bad headaches. One of them I just had emergency surgery. One of them was talking about relationship. One of them was talking about like mental health and stuff like that. Then I had to look at me now. You see what I'm saying? So that's a good thing about YouTube that I can go back and see. Then I deleted about 80 videos, y'all. I kid you not. One day I just got on here. It was about a year or so ago. I got frustrated. And I just was deleting them. Because I didn't want anybody to see the sad moments and stuff like that. But I'm glad I saved some. I had deleted about 70. I had a lot of videos. And I went back. And when I saw the video, I was like, wow. It's amazing how you can come so far in life from where you was, y'all. If you can take a time to make videos about yourself, your family, your friends, and people, and stuff like that, and you might have to take videos of people that is no longer with you, but you can have those memories. That's the most beautiful thing, is to have memories. You got to create them, you know. So that's why I asked that question: what would you change? You know what I'm saying? What would you change if you can go back and do it in 24 hours? Please listen to the gospel song. Look where he brought me from. I'll listen to it, but you know what? I love the change song. I love A Wonderful Change by what's her name? Golly, Lord Jesus. Is it Tremaine? A Wonderful Change have came over me. That's one of my favorite gospel songs right there. And Aretha Franklin, Glory. I love Glory. That Glory moves me every time. So yeah, I know. Let me tell y'all something. You talking to somebody that sat in the most beautiful kitchens, sat in there with what they call them, old heads, and sit at the table and listen to conversations, y'all. When they was sitting down, when my aunties and stuff and uncles was sitting down talking and drinking and shooting the blues and all that, guess who was listening? Me. I learned so much from them just sitting there as a child. I learned so much. And that's why I can share it to this day. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, Nika. So I'm telling you, I have learned so much. Somebody just liked and took it back. That's what I'm saying. But let me say it. Let me say this real quick, y'all. They come on here and play with my channel, do little slick stuff. I ain't worried about that. You could like it and you could take your like back, cause I ain't getting paid off of here. And actually, I'm gonna get paid anyway. Anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna get paid. Either way, how you look at it. Me sitting right here, I got paid today just sitting here. So when they think they hurting me, it's so many channels that people could go on to and hurt each other and all that. This one ain't the one. Because I ain't out to hurt nobody, y'all. I want to drink me some whiskey. You know they got coffee whiskey. Honey, they done came out with coffee whiskey. Now they saying that they gonna start coming up with more healthier wine for people to drink. Honey, look it up, boo-boo. They got coffee whiskey. It's a lady that I follow on this channel called Sharon. She's so fabulous. I've been watching her for years. And as she said, she was drinking coffee whiskey. Please listen to the gospel song. Okay. But I love that. Tremaine Hawkins, I think it's Tremaine Hawkins. A Wonderful Change Happened. Oh my God, I love that song. I just gave you a like. Thank you, Nika. Thank you so much. Yes, boo-boo, whiskey sounds good. Yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I cannot drink no brown liquor. I can't drink no brown liquor. I can't. Y'all, if I drink some brown liquor, honey, brown liquor gonna mess me up, honey. I'm gonna be sleeping for days. I can't even really mess with white. Y'all know when I was here on Valentine's Day, look, I ain't never drinking like that again. It said, I said before, and I said again, you are $1 million lady with a minimum wage woman. A minimum wage woman. You know, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something how I save money. I'm gonna tell you what. I learned only get what you need. Only get what you need. Like if I go to a sale, I go to a store and it's on the clearance and stuff like that, I buy two. Always buy two of, I don't care if I don't ever wear it or stuff. I always get almost like the same items because guess what? If it's in the clearance aisle and it's the same item, it's the same price, honey. I learned that since my mother was around. It's in the clearance item. It is the same item. It has the same price. Thank you, social minister. You said some Hennessy or some Coke. Look, let me tell you something. I drink Kool-Aid wine every now and then. That's it. You ain't gonna see me. Rum and brown liquor. Honey, I'm gonna say some things. The white liquor, I just don't want to. I don't drink it like that no more. I've been when I was drinking, I was drinking with my soon-to-be ex-husband, and we used to just like Fridays. We would just get tore up, and we sit out in the back or whatever. And we'd be knocked out. The kids be like, "Mommy and Daddy, get up," stuff like that. But we had some good times, and a lot of times we had some bad times. I used to put the coffee to get going good. Yeah, I used to put it in your coffee. Yeah, well, they making that now. They're making it now. Like rum coffee, mushroom coffee, liquor, and all that stuff, honey. But it was a coffee, it was a wine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It was so good they came out with Y'all probably remember. It was like everybody was on to it, and it was so good. I used to drink that one too. But I think, yeah, they changed some things. Oh, have y'all read that in 2029, cancer should be gone? Now, I don't know how many people do they research, but I'm praying that it'll be gone and we'll be lives saved, and we'll have more time to spend with our loved ones and stuff like that. I'm praying, y'all. I am really praying that it just be gone. Research, whatever y'all doing, they must be close to it. But in 2029, it's supposed to be gone. You know, so we'll see. We're going to keep praying on that and all that good stuff, y'all. But I think it's supposed to be cured like in a vaccinated, like vaccination and stuff like that. See, y'all don't remember, boo, but years ago when I was growing up, people used to stand in line for hours just to get vaccinated. I still got it on my arm. I think, is it on this one? I don't know which one it is. But you can see this, you can still see the printed. Now Miss Angela and a couple of people on here might know what I'm talking about, but it's a vaccine. I think mine is on here. It's like a little circle. And people used to stand in line for hours just to get vaccinated. And I remember my aunt used to take us and stand out in that sun and get vaccinated. So I think it's supposed to be in a form of that we had to get vaccinated not to get it, like a COVID shot, kind of. So what it does is it get rid of cancer cells and stuff like that in the body. And well, however they do it, y'all. But I'm praying that we get it and we get it real fast. But I have to spot. You have that spot too, yeah. Yeah, I remember my aunt took us and it wasn't good. Put it that way. I was always scared because, you know, back then, that thing was like this long. You remember, Miss Angela? It was this long. It was big, and they put it right in your arm. It was about this size, and you still got that print in your arm. So yeah, it's supposed to be something like that, y'all. So I'm gonna pray on it, and hopefully they find a cure for it, and we can live longer, and our family members. And you know, when you leave from this earth, y'all, you want to leave with a condition that something that like you just, it's just old age. You know, you just don't want to leave here like and you know, having diseases and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I'm about to go. It's been a beautiful morning. It's been kind of dull here on YouTube though. It's been kind of like settled or anything, y'all. But I just want to tell y'all something before I go. I'm not ready to change my channel. Of course, it's a multi-purpose channel, but I'm not here to put nobody down. I'm not here to cuss nobody out. I'm not here to put none of my sisters down, my brothers, because you're all my brothers and sisters. I'm just here to show some love, honey. Just to give you what I got. Like I said, if I could come on here 24 hours, I could, but that's impossible. But I'm going to still do my best, okay? I'm going to enjoy my coffee. It's just turning, what, 8 o'clock? I'm going to leave at 8. I got 5 more minutes. And they'll be coming in. I'm just going to just let them just play today and just let them have some fun because I ain't going to be here tomorrow. And I just want to open up the windows down here in the basement tomorrow and just chill. I just want to put myself in prayer motion, like just pray while I'm laying down and relaxing and stuff. But I love y'all so much. The mark is on the shoulder. He is on the shoulder. Louise, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe and be happy. Thank you, Louise. Thank you so much. You know I am going to try to anyway. If I don't do nothing else, y'all, and if you don't do anything, just put you first. Just put you first for a whole week and just put everybody on the back. It works. When you put yourself first and put people on the side, I did it. I even did it here in my child care. Even though I took care of the kids, but I put me first. And it worked. It worked. And sometimes we need that as people. Children need it too. You got to put yourself first. You got to love yourself. I found myself last week, I was so excited. Miss Angela would tell you I was so excited. I was overwhelmed. I was just feeling some way. And I said, I just can't let myself just get drawn like that again. You know, because the enemy wants your life. You see what I'm saying? You just got to be strong just to hang on to it. Yes, I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Thank you, Louise. But y'all, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to do most of my paperwork today. I want to do 2 classes before I take on my vacation. And I'll do the rest in July. As long as I get my 12 hours and before the end of July, I'm good. I only got 3, y'all. I just been lazy, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But anyway, y'all, thank you for coming onto my channel. I don't have much today. Sometimes I come in here and check on y'all. Y'all know that. I come in and check on you sometimes. See what y'all up to. See what y'all got to ask me anything on. Y'all know I'm a coach. I give other people good advice, but myself, I'm hard on myself than anything. But yeah, so the organization, they looking, they got to be, they know they owe me money or something. I don't have to give you nothing. 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 Y'all, they treated me so bad when I went down in that office. They treated me so bad. They were so nasty. Oh, you make this much. Or your ex made. I'm going to tell you something. They so messed up. They was going on how much my ex made. And I made together. I bought them in the court papers. They still didn't get it. But they get it now. But that's why I was calm. I showed them everything. When they made copies, when they was making copies, I made a video. Okay, this the copy you want, I'm making a video, you taking it. With all my papers. Now what's up? What's up? I'm waiting. And then they lied because one lady said that they just have it in writing and it wasn't on a certain form. And then I called the lady back. I said, that's a lie. I said, because I have a form here with the numbers on it. The lady said, you're correct. Here it is right here. She said, I'm going to get it investigated and I'll give you a call back. I said, that's fine. Hi, Gamma's World. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing, Gamma's World? I got to come over to Gamma's World. Please forgive me. It's a lot that be going on, honey. It's a lot that be going on. And, you know, I'm dealing with children. And then at the end of the day, y'all, I'll be tired. The weekend, I'll be tired. But I'll be over this, sweetheart. I promise you. You have some, I love your lives. I most definitely be on there. You say you're doing well. Good. That's good. That's good. But y'all, it's 8 o'clock. If y'all can watch the replay, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to, I got to find a sheet of paper. It's in my phone, though. And I'm going to tell y'all something. People can say what they want to say about phones. But phones keep all your good information in it. Once you keep your phones, a lot of people don't like the fact that you got phones. Because you can record. You can make copies. You can do everything you want to do. So they can't say you did something wrong. And that's why I like technology. Because technology is going to help you, honey. I don't care what nobody say. And then I got some uncles that I go over their house right now, and they still got VHSs in their houses and stuff like that. Okay? All right? They still got V8, was it VHS? All that stuff in their house. But technology is something else. It's something else. But anyway, I love y'all. I got to get off of here. And I pray that y'all have a good day. If everything goes good tomorrow, I'll be on here tomorrow, but I'll be doing something. Okay? I ain't going to be sitting out here. Okay? I'll be doing something upstairs or outside, or I'll just come holler at y'all tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm off. I am off. I'm feeling happy already. I'm about to do the shout dance. About to do the shout. Angela, Gavin's World, Boo Boo. Social Minister Louise, everybody, I'm about to do the shout dance. Do the shout dance. Honey, yeah. Do the shout dance to get up out of here. And 5 o'clock, they got to go. Everybody, let me tell you something. Everybody needs a break. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody needs a break. And I need one. Okay? Anyway, I love y'all. Gamma's World, Louise, Boo Boo, Angela Reynolds, my sister Angela, Associate Minister, Boo Boo again, Nika. Hi, Nika. Nika, I ain't had too much to say about, but I got something to say about it next week because it's about to get sugar wooger hot up in here because I done seen some stuff on that case that, let me tell you something. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. At one time, I was a Diddy's fan. Now, I don't believe in the DV. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't believe in that. I think every woman should be treated like a queen. I don't care what position she holds. But a lot of stuff, you talking about 10 or 15 or 20 years, 20 years, 10 or 15 years ago, I can't remember certain things last 2 years ago. This case need to be thrown out. He need to do a little bit of time of DV, but it's not a DV case. You know, but it's so messed up, y'all. It is so messed up. It's just so messed up. It's a lot of things I could say, I could go against, but it's gonna be kind of steamy. But a lot of things, y'all, I'm looking at it like it's like, you know what I'm saying? It has a lot of this to deal with. It's a lot, and I can't get into my channel, but it's a lot of fake stuff. Oh yeah, that's going on with it. He wrong. He is wrong as all outdoors. You should never put your hand on a woman like that. Never. But a lot of other stuff, throw it out. It needs to be thrown out. Thrown out. Because the things that I done seen in my life growing up, that what he's doing now ain't half of what I done seen growing up as a child. Ain't half of it. And I'm going to be damn right honest. I done seen some things, walked into some things. You hear me? Walked into some things that a child should have not seen. So on that note, y'all, I love y'all. Have a good day, Gamma's World. I will be over to see you, everybody. My sisters, Gamma's World, Angela Reynolds, Nika, Boo Boo, everybody. I love y'all. And just remember, when things ain't going your way, and if things ain't right, you got a channel you can depend on. You ask me anything in your own little way. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. And on that note, I'll see y'all in the next YouTube video. I am out. I'm going to demolish this coffee. Find Abigail's buzz and get ready for these kids. And remember, if nobody told you they love you today, Angie's Place do. And I'll most definitely see you in the next YouTube video. Take care of yourselves. See you later.